Hello, future officers. Welcome to the Spartans SSB training. Do you have it in you? Yes, this is the same question you should ask yourself every morning when you get up from your bed. Ask yourself, do you have it in you? This is Spartans free SSB training guidance for the NDA, CDS, etc. etc. And my response is you can do it. How? Let's say. Now, as I promised you that I'll be covering the psychological test. In fact, I'll be decoding the psychological test of the SSB, which you think is the most difficult part of the SSB, because you don't know that the response you are writing is right or wrong. So where is the response which you should write in a WAT test? As I mentioned you that there are 4 kinds of tests which is being taken in SSB. That is the word association test, the thematic appreciation test, the situation reaction test, and the last but not the least is the self-description. So future officers, in the word association test or the WAT, you are checked about your spontaneity, the spontaneous reactions to a particular situation or to a particular word, I would say. The natural response of yours under pressure. So, you should be natural, positive, and avoid writing facts. So, let's go through some of the examples so that you can prepare accordingly in a series of discussions, and you can learn in the series of video of decoding psychological test of SSB. So here are the certain words, like I have prepared a group of 10 words. So the responses of these words you can write them and send on the WhatsApp and the number mentioned here. So future officers, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Okay, so let's go ahead. So the first word is happy. Now most of us, or in fact most of you, will write that. Okay, I would not say that what most of you would write, because that can have a psychological bias on some of the candidates. So now in this word happy, this is a kind of simple word and we are looking for a simple response from you all. So what you should do, that write your natural response, the response, and one most important thing, that you must include a name in your answers, because that name is who? That name is you. And once you write, automatically the inner you or the subconscious you will come out, and this is what we want. So in the course of discussions or learning, you should not be afraid of making mistakes. You can just write your responses and send on the WhatsApp number mentioned below, and then we'll check and get back to you in 24 hours. So let's move ahead. So the one of the response could be, he gives happiness to his company, he gives happiness to his family, he gives happiness to his neighbors, blah blah blah. So that means, what does this mean? That this person is happy in nature. Okay. Now the next word is group. Again, people like to think hi-fi languages or hi-fi words for this, hi-fi sentences for these simple words. We are not looking for that. So when the response is group, so then what you should write? His ability to work in a group makes him a good companion. This is just one of the examples. You can write number of sentences around this concept. Now the word is command. So just tell me that what should be your response on this word. You can write down on the comment. That will also do. Next is cooperation. Now see, this is the cooperation, this is the group. So these two words are connected. He is cooperative in nature. Understand? So this is how your qualities and your psychological test, your GPO test and your interview are connected. Now next is fear. Now in this kind of negative words, number of people or number of candidates, either they leave the word or they just write that he does not fear. But remember gentlemen, a degree of fear is always there in everyone. So you need to overcome it. How? That will depend upon person to person. Again, is the patience. So Ramesh is patient in nature. Simple word, simple sentence. Danger. Again, the fear and danger are also a kind of connected. Next word is decisions. So gentlemen, one can write Rohit takes quick and correct decisions. So see, today I have kept only the simple words barring one or two negative words so that you people understand that how to go about the word association test and don't hype it. You know, this is a simple test. You must merit it accordingly. Now next word is hard work. Now this quality we are looking for you because hard work is the key to success. But if you write this sentence, so number of people know that hard work is the key to success, but we are looking at whether you are hardworking or not. So what could be your response? Tarun is a hard working individual or person or so on and so forth. So understood? So this is how you should approach your WOT test. This is the simple test, and in the course of my training your psychology will be like that you will be able to write the spontaneous sentences and that will improve your personality as well. So now move ahead and we will be now covering the very important aspect of the psychological test, that is the self-description test. So now understand it very clearly and very deeply, because this is the mother of all the psychological tests which you will be undergoing in the SSB. Now this self-description test It covers the entire gambit of a psychological test in terms of your parents' opinion, teachers' opinion, and for the candidate who are already serving in the defense forces, and if they go for this this test, then they are asked about the superior's opinion, your friend's opinion, self-opinion, and the qualities you would like to improve. So, in the parents' opinion, now just tell me in the comments that what you would like to, at what quality you would like to imbibe in your son, and reciprocally, if had you been a parent, then what quality you would like to have in your son. So, what quality you would like? Your son should be responsible, obedient, caring, initiative, who can take initiative in the family, good in studies, and so on and so forth. So these are certain keywords which you should include in your parents' opinion, and you should be like this then. In the teacher's opinion, what quality you would like to have in the if you are the teacher, what quality you would like to see in your students. So your students should be obedient, disciplined, responsible, punctual, and studious. Also take part in extracurricular activities. And now if you connect this in the interview question of the thing which the interviewing officer asks you about your education, in that he asks you that have you been given any jobs of responsibility. So this is what the responsibility. Have you played any games and sports? So this is what the cultural activities. So future officers, this is how these these various tests are linked with each other. So you can't fool them. So improving the personality is one of the difficult tasks also, and it is one of the easiest tasks also. Now come to the superior's opinion. See what quality you would like to see in your subordinates. So if you are a defense person, you should be disciplined. So you should be punctual. You should be responsible. You should be able to shoulder additional responsibilities. You should be technical minded, because of the advancement of the technology, the lots of defense equipment are coming into. So your superior have better hand if you are technically oriented. So you should be good in studies so that you can undergo various courses. You should be cooperative, because defense forces works always in a group. They don't work in the isolation. So you should be able to cooperate in the group. You should be able to give your 100% in the group. So these are the certain qualities your superior should be looking into you, and you should be now able to perform under these qualities. Now, first of all, why this friend's opinion is asked from you? The first thing is that to understand that whether you can work in a group or not, how you have taken your grasp of your life after you are born. Which kind of friends have you made? So just example is the academic student, they form their groups with the academic students. Non-academic they form with the non-academic. So this is how this friend's opinion matters to you, and this is how we judge you. The SSB judge you in terms of your friend's opinion about your personalities. So, what quality you would like to see in your friend? Just ask yourself and then comment me. In the meantime, I will tell you that what quality you should look for in your friend, and accordingly you can write your friend's opinion. So, it is said the friend in need is the friend indeed. What does this mean? That your friend should be cooperative, helpful, hardworking, honest. He should have the moral courage. When you are wrong, he should be able to guide you. So these are certain qualities of your friend which you should be looking for before making a friend. Now, self-opinion. Now, what do you think about yourself? So, that answer will depend on person to person. Certain keywords should be to, certain keywords should be, you should be a hardworking, because there is no substitute to hard work. You should be honest. You should be intelligent. You should be cooperative and helpful. You should be able to keep cool under difficult situations or under adverse conditions. You should take initiative. Take quick and correct decisions. Understood? So these are the certain qualities which you should imbibe, and then you can write a good self-opinion about yourself. You should write with certain examples of all these words which I have told you just now. And then your self-opinion will be a kind of the opinion which in the defense forces we are looking for. Now the last but not the least is the qualities you would like to improve. Now it's said that the God is the only one which is perfect. We are not looking for the God in the armed forces. So future officers, you should have certain qualities which you would like to improve. That means you must identify your weaknesses. Identify your weaknesses. And focus on these to improve, because once you have identified and then also you are not able to improve, then that means you are not an intelligent person, and then you are unfit for defense force. So this is how you should approach your self-description test. In the next series, or in the next day or two, I will be covering the thematic appreciation test and the situation reaction test. So keep preparing for this. Just keep sending me. A number of future officers have already sent it, and we have sent them the reply. So this is how we should go about it. And once you have understood the concept, I am sure that you will be able to perform well in the. I asked you in the start. You must ask yourself that do you have it in you, and your answer should be that yes, I have it in me, and with me I assure you that you can do it. Thank you, future officers.